where you come from, or what kind of gamer you think you are. Right now, at this exact moment, is absolutely the greatest time in history to love video games. Period. Umbrella Fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we want to welcome you to the eighth wonder of the world, the one, the only Umbrella Fight podcast. This is, of course, the one and only podcast on the internet that talks about video games.
Oh, yeah, we're talking
Listen to those synths. Boom! Welcome, everybody. Hello and good evening. You good over there? Come on.
Oh no, I was just enthusiastic. I was just like, yeah, come on, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
Eighth wonder of the world, like, come on, you know. What I mean?
Yeah.
What an opening.
Yes,
Hey,
we are
that did it
fire.
for me.
We try
I
to be
like that.
fire.
I enjoyed
Okay,
that.
sick. All right, well, that's our new intro. Hope you guys liked it. That was off the cuff. My name is Nathan. Welcome to the Umbrella Fight podcast. We're going to talk about some video games tonight. I've got with me my two favorite hosts in the world, Devyn and John. Guys, how y'all feeling tonight? Feeling good?
Feeling groovy.
Groovy.
Yeah.
I hope. Hey, and Regal is in chat with us. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good morning. He says.
Good morning to you too.
Good morning. What are you
Good
in
morning.
China?
Good morning.
Umbrella Fight. He says. Good morning. You know what? Good morning applies at any time of day. I would say
That's right.
it's just a pleasant way to colloquially
Just a
greet
greeting.
somebody.
Yeah.
Hollow
just do
Attorney,
stuff.
what is up? How you doing? Yeah, that's right. You can just do stuff. I actually knew a guy at a church that I went to a long time ago. His name was Mark. That was his thing. He said good morning all the time, every time he greeted anybody. And he did it for a little while, and then we just knew him as the good morning guy. It's kind of awesome.
I like that.
Well, of course, we are not going to get going anywhere until we do the weekly ritual, which is our collective quench.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hopefully you guys have a drink nearby. I've got something in a can this week. Devyn,
Same.
you've got a can as well. Perfect. Everybody, I want you to grab a cup or a mug or a glass, a tankard, chalice, or stein, a canteen, jug, or flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. Tonight's liquid for me is Dr. Pepper. Say it loud, say it proud. Umbrella Fight, our circle tight. We shine together in the night with laughter loud and spirits in sync. Raise up your glass, and now we drink.
Drink.
Ooh, gotta love that static.
That is good static.
Okay, guys, I have an update on that.
Oh,
Okay,
I
hold
have
on.
an update on that.
you have an update on static. Okay.
On static water, I have an update on that. So
I'm here for this.
I will say, the other day, I did consume an HEB branded static water,
Yes, sir.
and I must say,
Oh,
Yes, you must.
I must
say it.
say, it was quite delectable.
yes.
I
it
had
is.
three. I had three.
You had three?
I
Not one,
had
not
three,
two, but he had
but
three.
Three.
We got a convert over here, folks.
Man.
We got a convert.
I have a buddy. I have a
Wow.
buddy. His name is Chris. Shout out Chris Gibson. And
Shout out to Chris.
he brought over some these HEB like flavored, like it was like there was a mango and like there was,
Okay.
like this strawberry one, then this like tropical punch one.
Yes.
And like, okay,
Oh,
I
that
don't know
sounds
what
so
it was,
good.
but it's like I can tell you what it was. So like the reason I liked it is because the staticness wasn't as strong as, for example, like a Waterloo, which I seem to see a lot of people enjoy. 'Cause
Waterloo's like the bougie one, though.
yes, and Waterloo, it almost feels like you're drinking like boneless Sprite, kind of, because it's like the static is like that strong with like a Waterloo, but it was like there was a subtleness to it. Was almost like a playful dance happening on your tongue as you
Getting all
drank.
artsy fartsy
Whoa,
over
I'm
here.
No, it
telling
was
you, dude.
hey, it was really good, and I did have three. I haven't had any since. I can't say that I would go out of my way to purchase some, However,
Fair.
I will say that was very good, and my hatred slash uh, begrudgingness towards it has diminished.
You know, I
Amazing.
really love to hear that. We like to hear about growth on this show because you can just do stuff. And John, you just did stuff and found out that you liked the thing. I love that. That's
I
awesome.
just did it, and it was good. It was good.
New
And
game.
it was
And I
good,
went
he
into
said.
it. I went into it thinking I was gonna hate it too. Like I was like, man, I already know what this is about to be some mid of mid. And it
Mid
was
of
like
mids, he says.
it was crazy. It was literally like I took a sip, and it was like in that first sip I felt like, I don't know if you've seen that Danny DeVito meme where he's like,
So anyway, I
"Oh
started
my
blasting.
God," or he's like, "Oh my God, I get it now."
Yep.
Oh,
That's what it was like. It was pretty good.
I love that,
It was
man.
pretty good.
So you were digging on the flavored waters, yeah?
Yeah, and
Not
it had
the
it
not the
did,
blank the blank water.
yeah. I don't know. Like I still think you're somewhat manic if you're gonna drink like literally boneless Sprite at that point. You're just drinking carbonation. There's no flavor.
yeah, if it's plain just straight carbonated water, yeah, I don't know if I can get behind that. The
It's
lowest
so
I can
refreshing.
go, the lowest I can go is like the lime or something like that, like that
Mm.
subtle lime flavor. Anything like zero flavor, just carbonated water, you lose me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys will grow up one day.
Wow.
It's like it's sort of like drinking coffee. For a while you're like, ooh, I like coffee. I like this flavor. I like that flavor. I like it iced. And then one day you try it black and you're like old enough or your palate's developed
Mm.
enough and you're like, yo, this is fire actually. This is good
Whoa.
as is. And then you just get transitioned over to the sludge coffee. Don't get me
Dude,
wrong,
'cause,
there's room
man,
for flavor in the coffee world and in the carbonated water world.
That's right.
But you know, so I won't hold it against you guys,
Yeah.
but one day you'll get there to the regular carbonated water and it's just going to hit right on that day and you'll convert a little bit further into the static
become a
zone.
diesel drinker.
Yep. Well, guys, I think we are ready, willing, and able to talk about the thing that we came here to talk about.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I'm going to throw you to the wolves, John. I have to know
Okay.
how has your Half-Life journey been going? Because we're looking
Okay.
at some footage right now, and
Yeah, so I can't lie, this probably isn't great footage. Because
That's okay.
it had been a
Something
while
for the
since
audience to look
I
at.
played. Yeah, you know, just something to take a gander at. So there's a tank over there, by the way.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
there
know
is.
if you saw that. And
I
like
did
look
see
at my health. Like peep my health, by
Yeah.
the way. I'm at 13 health.
That's a
And like,
predicament.
I'm just thinking like, man, there's gotta be like a way around this. And then I'm getting
Oh!
shot at. I'm like, no.
1 HP.
1 HP.
Oh,
1
dude.
HP.
I love a 1 HP, especially if you do a 1 HP recovery and you can make it out of there alive.
Yes. So I was feeling very bold, and I was really mad that this guy like tried me.
You got
So
Mhm.
I killed
You
him.
got him.
But I
Love it.
want to. So I was actually going the wrong way here. Actually, it had been a while since I played. But
Should I fast forward a bit?
this
Maybe.
part, no, because this part of the game that I had made it out of the facility, and I was traveling across this canyon, and you're about to see like a backdrop of like what I was traversing, and like I thought this was really cool. Look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what
You're
I
on
mean?
the edge
Like,
of the cliff there. Like
yes, like
That's
Black Mesa is
treacherous.
inside this rock.
this like ravine, and
Uh-huh.
I remember the last time I played, I was like navigating those cliff faces to get up to where I am right now, and I was surprised at how like, you know, because obviously this game was made in the 90s, but it was like surprising how they still made it where like I still stopped and looked at it for a moment. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
100%.
You know, like I still wanted to stop and like take a gander. So that was really cool. But
yeah. So that particular vista that you were looking at there, to this day, it doesn't matter what the game is. This game in particular, I remember feeling it when I got through there, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like
Yes.
almost falling off the edge. It made my actual stomach drop. Like it made me queasy.
No, it was. I
almost.
was nervous. Like I was just like, man.
Oh yeah, it says "miss you" on John's face. Whoops.
Oh, it still does. That's so funny,
There we go. We
dude.
got
You
that
know what,
fixed. I appreciate that, Hollow
man?
and
You
Regal
know
for
what,
that matter. You both said it.
man? It makes me mad because like when I was obviously I wasn't in the podcast last week, and
Yep.
man, I was so sick where it was like I couldn't play, like I couldn't really do
Ooh,
anything if that
that
makes
kind of
sense.
sick,
Like
huh?
where it's just like you're just bedridden. Like I just like man, I don't want to move. I don't want to get up. Um, but again, what's still surprising me about this game is like the level design is so like interesting. Like I haven't played a game where like the level design is that way. Like I just went and no help. The game offers no help. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like if I didn't think to just throw that a mine at the tank, I wouldn't know what to do. Like it's like it literally does not tell you what to do. I was just like, I wonder if this is enough to damage it. And it sure was.
You got it.
Yeah, this was pretty fun.
You're still trucking. You've got your 53 health too. Like you actually made it.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
like I made it out. I made it out with the 13 health.
I love that.
I was pretty happy about. But dang, I didn't realize that was a full health pack there. I just didn't.
Yeah, I was
use
gonna
that.
say you just missed that, dude.
Dang, I just
Walk right
did
by.
not use that. Wow. Wow. But as far as like,
John likes to live on the edge.
Yeah. intentionally.
yeah, I mean, it's fine. It'll be good. Dude, I will say it started getting crazy from here.
Oh
So
yeah.
like, yes. So there is another tank at the end of like this street here, and I'm like pondering like what's the best way to do this.
Mhm.
But it's crazy how like this is essentially the army, like coming, or at least a private army of some sort, coming to destroy anything and everything to do with the Black Mesa facility. And the sole survivor is Gordon Freeman in a hazmat suit with a crowbar. And
A
that
man-
fact alone
A
ceases
man in a
to,
suit
like,
with a
to
crowbar
not
and a
stop.
mission.
Yes, and glasses. He's a nerd. And he just knows how to do, like, he just blew up 2 tanks.
Is
Where
this
did
just like?
Gordon learn all this stuff?
Is this just a an allegory for nerds will actually take care of business when the time is right? Doesn't matter how
Yes.
many chuds are coming at
I
them.
mean,
That's right.
chuds. Dude, like, it made me laugh because I was thinking as I was doing this part, I was like, man, I wonder if Gabe was like self-inserting here with Gordon.
Maybe a
Because
little bit.
they both wear glasses. They both like, you know what I mean? Don't say
Yep.
a whole lot. But like it's just been fun, a lot of fun playing this game.
Hell yeah.
Now, like from this part forward is where it kind of gets a little like interesting because I start seeing like a different kind of enemy in my battles going forward as Gordon. And again, what I love about this game is like the movement feels so good. Like it's so
fast-paced.
surprising how smooth it is. Because like you look at the edges, you look at the the polygons and the shape and everything, and you'll think like, man, this is gonna move like kind of slow or it's gonna move like chunky, but like it's almost too smooth. Like I'll find myself accidentally like moving further than I think I do because of how smooth the movement is.
Mm.
By the way, this part here was crazy because like Nathan, do you remember where like when you were playing this game, do you remember being on this part here at all?
Not even a little bit, actually. It's been a hot minute since I've. Oh yeah. Okay, so you're starting to get into. There's some Vortigaunts. There's these guys that shoot the homing missiles at you. Oh, you're taking care of business. Yeah. So this is the part of the game where I get a little blurry because I was, shoot, man, 18 years younger than I am now. No,
Crazy to
more,
think about.
28 years younger.
Whoa.
Golly, I was 12/13 playing this, right? And I have played it since then, but I don't think I've done a full entire playthrough in a little more than a couple of decades. So yeah, this is semi new to me. Oh, you died. That wall mine got you. One thing that I'm really impressed with is you're basically hitting the nail on the head on how smooth the movement is. Well, you were not playing around with that guy. He said rocket to the face.
Dude, their bullets piss me off. They track.
Yep, they do. So what is interesting, and I probably already talked a little bit about this, is that the game is built on the Quake engine, and it's modified pretty heavily. But damn, if they didn't do just like a bang up job with all the stuff that they put into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I do echo that sentiment of it moves too smooth sometimes. You know, it's a fast paced sort of game. But so when it comes to this little section here, I guess we could probably fast forward a hair. How far did you get? Are you finished, or did you get to anything super nutso that in the storyline that really was like, whoa, I need to.
So this is where I had left off playing here, but so I haven't progressed past. I made it inside that ammunitions depot. Now, okay, this part here I wanted to talk about because like I just want to talk to the guy that designed this specific part here because it made me so mad, right? Because you have this indestructible sniper that like does not die. I threw so many grenades in there. I shot at him a bunch of times. That was me raging. Because okay, so look, this is what I think is crazy. So the only way to progress is you have to like think to yourself, all right, I need to get up here, but there's electrical stuff there, so I need to destroy the electrical generators. And then you make it in, and then it's like, oh my gosh, there's a poor scientist in here just held up. And the scientist tells me something of the effect of, yeah, I was trying to progress through here and I lost my nerve. If you go out through the door, you'll see why.
Oh boy.
And when I have them heal me because they can do that. And
oh, I forgot about that. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Such a nice little mechanic, finding out little things that they can do. Oh yeah, there you go.
So like I'm thinking to myself, okay, just a couple mines, nothing crazy, like we've been here before. I accidentally placed that.
Oh,
I didn't mean to. I was just like, man, there goes my mine. But
oh, whoops.
So that was interesting though, because I was kind of far away from that mine, right? What did you say?
Yeah. I would
say they do a lot of damage.
So here's what I learned, right? I learned something as I was thinking, oh, I can just shoot these mines, You can't. You can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking to myself, why can I not do this? I've been able to do that at every point through the game. Why can't I do this here right now?
Okay. So did we find our first flaw in the level design here?
No. I wouldn't say a flaw. But there's a logical reason behind why.
Okay, so that's what I was going to get at is if they don't give you a reason as to why these things are killing you, then I would say you always need to give your player a signal of some sort. Like, hey, maybe this area is covered with spikes. Don't step on the ground. Got it. That's a real easy signal. Or in this case, oh, look, there's a bunch of C4 on the ceiling. And if I blow up anything, that's it for me.
Oh, look at this room. This is the logical reason.
Oh, yeah.
Nuke.
Oh, boy.
Those are 2 nukes.
Yep.
Nuke.
2 of them.
And you're blowing up the nukes every time you shoot them.
Every time you shoot a mine, guess what goes boom?
That's insane.
Those nukes. And like, I'm looking at this. I almost walked into that one. But like, I'm looking at this room and I'm like, oh my, how do I like navigate this? You know what like what do I do? And
bro nuked himself again.
And like it's just like I'm like, whoa, how did they think of this? You know what I mean? And then the way that like, oh, go ahead, Nathan.
Oh, I was just gonna say. On top of that, what the hell are two nukes doing in this facility?
Right,
What's going on? What is
is
this?
what is happening? And then, by the way, if you could pause here, I looked at that sign because it reminded me of Devin. If you could go back just a hair,
Oh my
just
god.
a hair.
No, dude.
I looked at this sign, and it reminded me of Devin. The security is everyone's responsibility.
Yeah.
Like
Oh wow, that is
I
perfect.
literally looked at it and I was like, "Oh, Devin would love that."
Devin was here.
Devin was here.
Yeah, I actually put that back in 1996.
Devin is a time traveler, guys.
I was
Turns
like,
out.
Devin was here. But
That's so funny.
So what's so cool is that like the way that I was still kind of figuring out like that you can't do this. I tried to see if you could hunker down in this room. You can't hunker down in
Oh,
that
you still
room.
haven't like fully understood.
At this point, no. But
Yeah.
once I do, at that point I was like, all right, so there's just no way I can't destroy mine. And what's interesting though is like going back to the level design, is it's like that was an accident. That was an accident. That was an accident.
Dude, I love the little mouse rages, bro.
The mouse rages are great.
But okay, because again, there's no objective markers, right? There's no
Yeah.
get across the room to this door. You know, it's just
Yeah,
like
there's not a guy shouting at you or anything.
No,
There's not even
no.
yellow paint in here.
no, it's just figure it out. So
Whoa.
I'm thinking here, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to traverse this room. So I'm like, I wonder like where I can go. So I make it here, and I'm like, oh, red light. That must mean something. So I make it through here. Incoming jump scare, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. He got you.
But dude, that guy pissed me off so bad. That's because the nukes go off. So that was
Oh,
the
that's
nuke
right.
going off. I was just like, whoa.
Oh, did they checkpoint you here?
Yes, thank God.
That's so
And
smart.
I was like,
That's a perfect
yes,
place
please.
for it.
Guess what though? I thought I was safe. No, I wasn't.
Nope.
Bro.
That's such a troll right
Oh,
there.
my
Dude, no,
God.
it pissed me off. It pissed
This
me
game
off.
is very much trolly sometimes, and I like it. I'm here for it.
So like then I was like, man, I need to go destroy this box. And from here, I do progress through this level, and I'll show you guys how. Before I like continue going. So like finally destroy the box. I'm like hit the button, and I'm like, man, imagine the platform keeps going up, and it didn't. But
God.
then I'm like, where do I go from here? And then
Under
I'm
the
like,
platform, right?
oh, I jump.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
Nice.
You made it.
Hit
That's
button.
awesome.
Hit button, and I'm going down. But wasn't that a great level?
That's
like, that
perfect.
was-
That
you know
was
what
a
I
great
mean?
level.
Like,
yeah.
that was a great level. Like that was done. I feel like I remember going through that, and then I
Oh,
find
you
this
got
thing,
the thing.
and I was like,
You got the
Lord.
thing. So 2 episodes ago of our podcast, or a couple episodes back when you were on it, obviously you were gone last week. By the way, we really missed you. I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back.
The thing that I was hinting at is this weapon, because you get a freaking alien arm that
Yes.
what shoots the shit that you hate. You now can levy against your own enemies.
And it regens ammo.
Yep.
It has infinite ammo.
It's so perfect. It's
The only
a
thing-
good like up to this point you've been
look at
dealing
it,
with
too.
standard weapons and you know what have you.
Alien tech.
But now we're getting into the thick of alien tech. You saw that ship, quote unquote, that flew over the area,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. And what's crazy is like it gets worse. So the only thing I wish it did a little bit more damage. I can't lie.
Yeah.
That's like, but I understand why it can't do that much
Balance,
damage because
bro.
then it's
Yeah, you
like
can't make it
it'd be
OP.
way too easy.
Yeah.
Well, this part pissed me off. Look at this truck. I'm thinking, oh, just a random truck, a little truck.
Nope.
Turret. There was a turret in the truck. There was a turret in the truck, and it made me mad. It made me so mad.
Oh boy.
man. Yeah, it's like some Dark Souls-esque troll.
No, literally, that's what it felt like. I'm like, Gabe. And one thing, this is kind of a side tangent, but I was looking on Twitter. So there's a point in Half-Life where if you no clip through a certain section of the map, it actually takes you into a cubed room filled with nothing but a laughing Gabe Newell face.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Yes, yes.
That's wild.
Isn't that cool? So I think it's a little bit later in the game when you can do that. So when I get to that point, I'll try to do it so I can show you guys the clip.
Yeah, that'd be
But
great.
dude, this next part here, man, how you were talking about alien ships and I was talking about the army earlier. I was so scared here because I'm like, okay, empty area, and I'm like, oh, alien ship. Oh, hey, there's 3 of those. And that gun does a lot of damage, but then it gets worse. Oh,
Oh
bombing
boy.
run.
Mm.
Bombing run. Shout out to the US Army slash or Black Mesa's like private army that they're using.
Yeah,
But it's
they're little
almost like,
PMC guys.
dude, they're like trying to like wipe everything from like it's either that or they're actively fighting a war against these aliens. Another tank, by the way, made me mad.
I love that you have multiple reasons as to what's going on.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, right? The
Yep.
only the facts here are that Gordon Freeman is a scientist that works at the Black Mesa lab. There was a huge incident that did something to where there are now aliens here in the facility that have killed multiple scientists and security guards. Then we also know that the soldiers brought in that were initially believed to be helping are not helping and are actually wiping out any witnesses to the incident. And then the
Yep.
other fact that we know is that there is a guy, an administrator, supposedly, with a suit and a suitcase, and he is invincible. And every time I shoot him, all he does is look at me and tighten his tie and walk away.
So
So
yeah,
that's all I know. Those are the facts.
the little revelations that you have throughout in particular, I keep coming back to when you were looking at that lab where they had the 3 head crabs just kind of in the thing, and when you turn on the switch it lightnings them to death.
Yep.
That's the kind of stuff that I had not
Another
noticed
fact.
before. And yeah,
Yes.
so clearly they're doing something that these aliens don't much care for.
Right. And so it's almost like, are we the bad guys? Because
Yeah.
from what it
Yeah.
seems like, we just started experimenting with a random race of aliens. And it's like, I don't think I would blame an alien for wanting to kill off a planet that subjected their kind to torture and experiment.
Yeah, I think I
I feel
agree.
like, it's pretty
Whoa.
reasonable, all things considered.
You are going through it right now.
Dude, no,
Yeah,
like
some
stuff is
this
happening. I
popping
died here,
off.
unfortunately.
Oh,
I tried to whack him with the crowbar. But yeah, this is I don't believe I progressed any further than this. For the just for the sake of time. But I'm like, what's happening? Like I feel like the action has taken a step up because if you look back to the last time I was on the podcast, Mr. Gordon Freeman actually did launch a missile from and I don't know if that was a nuke. I don't know what
where did
kind
the
of
missile
missile it
even go?
was,
What was its
but
destination?
I know that we launched a missile. So like I have no idea where this could go right now,
I love it.
but I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm really glad to enjoy your Half-Life updates. There is some stuff coming up as well pretty quickly. I think you're getting into the end. Actually, did you encounter Forget Freeman? Did you get to that section yet?
Oh, what section is that? Oh man,
It's
I'm
no,
not sure.
you'll know it. Trust me. It's one
Is
of
it
those
when
ones like, oh shit.
not kidnapped, but I get knocked out and thrown into a trash chute?
Um, I can't remember if that's. I don't think that's the same
Is that
one
a
that I'm
chapter?
talking
Is
about.
Forget Freeman? Is that a chapter title? Like,
Yes,
will it be
it
okay?
would
Then
show
no, I have
up
not.
on the screen. Okay,
No, I
Forget
haven't gotten
Freeman
there yet.
is a particularly difficult section, or it was difficult when I was younger anyway. But I like that section a lot because it's a nice change up and it has a nice fast pace to it.
Mhm.
And then when you start getting towards the very tippity end of the game, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that, man. That's so fun.
Dude, no, it's crazy what has happened, because I mean, even like they're aware that Gordon is around.
Yes.
They know that, like, there's certain sections of the game where, as I've traversed through the map, there's been like graffiti or just like stuff written on walls like, "We will find you, Freeman," or like, "We're gonna kill you, Freeman." So it's like they know, you know what I mean?
Learning.
And they don't want me alive.
Mm.
But my crowbar says otherwise, so
That's
Oh, the trusty
unstoppable.
crowbar.
love that I want to get a crowbar now,
Right?
I feel like
I
you
mean,
buy a
that's something
crowbar once, you have it for life.
1,000%. I
It's a
mean,
one-time purchase.
there's something about holding a crowbar too. It's a really heavy, so it means business, but also like the shape of it and what it can do. It's so versatile
Mhm.
as a tool. And
Yes.
yeah, it's the perfect choice for the melee weapon to give the main character here in Half-Life, I think. And
Yeah,
the sound like you ting ting ting,
Mm.
like hitting the
Yeah, it's
whatever
so
you're
funny.
hitting. Yeah, you can go ham on all the stuff in there.
Bro, and it's crazy like the speed at which he like uses that crowbar. Because
Okay,
like crowbars are like,
Gordon
dude,
Freeman works out, right?
dude, like
Like he's a
he's
nerd, but
nuts.
he's got to be
Fit.
ripped underneath that suit.
Because like, dude, to be able to like one hand a crowbar and like hit it with force, essentially just using your wrist, he's cracked.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's on, but I
he
want some.
uses it judiciously too, just like
Dude,
he means business.
no, he's serious.
Well, hell
Serious.
yeah. Thanks for the update on the Half-Life journey, man. Once you get to doing some more, we'll talk about it some more next week. What else has been on your docket unless you have any more Half-Life commentary?
No, that's about it. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Rocket League and Rocket League, Overwatch, and recently I started playing some League of Legends. Um,
Uh-oh.
so okay, I do have to say, so I'm gonna talk about Overwatch real quick.
Okay.
So there is just like something about being so having, because I've played Overwatch. I got Overwatch when it came out for my birthday in 2016. So I've been playing Overwatch for a decade now because I never stopped. I
Dang.
Said it.
never
You
stopped.
said it.
I've never stopped playing it. So like, even because Overwatch 1 was around for a good while until Overwatch 2 came out in 24, I want to say 24, 25. And then now they dropped the 2 and it's back to just Overwatch, essentially admitting that they didn't need to make a new game at all and could have just, anyway, I won't get on that soapbox. But
Sure.
there's just something about like understanding a game where like you can play any character and succeed, like,
Yeah.
and do good in a game. And like in Overwatch, there's just something about like imposing your will on another human being via a digital coliseum, essentially, right? Because it's multiplayer, right? It's 5v5, 6v6, depending on the game mode you play. And like there's this character that came out with the new game. Her name is Junker Queen. She's a tank. And she has her passive. What she can do is that if she hits you with her knife or with her axe, she wounds the enemy. And when you're wounded, you heal as Junker Queen. You get that health back. So naturally, the more players you wound, the more healing you do. So if you play her correctly, you just don't die. And
Dang.
there's something about being able to do that consistently and have the enemy team say, "Get a life," that I just love.
Get
Because
a life,
this is
rat.
the thing. Little do they know that I am heavily employed, I am heavily in school, and I'm still better at them at this game. They don't have an excuse. You suck and you just need to get good. And
Get good,
another
scrub.
thing, there's something about like, so my Overwatch hours, Overwatch does a good does a good job at, like, if you go to someone's profile, it breaks down by hours, how, like, which characters they've played, which game modes they've played. So for me in Overwatch, in the second game, I have a total of 560 hours in Overwatch, and that's up from a separate account because me and David used to share an account. Then I got my own console anyway. But 384 of those hours are all competitive hours.
Whoa.
And what I love about that is the other day I hopped back into comp for the first time in a long time, and I got 2 dubs in a row, and it just felt so good because it's like, man, the old man
yeah.
still got it. The old man still got it in the big 26, dude. And that just feels so good. I don't know how to explain it. I just want to say that. But Overwatch is still scratching that itch for me a decade later. And
Estimate.
peak
Yeah,
game.
absolutely. When you
game.
craft something that is both fun and consistent in its mechanics to where you can learn it and then also, like, be good at it in general,
Yes.
I feel like you can't help but your players won't help but to come back.
Right,
It's
because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, this feels good to play. And that extends not just to multiplayer games, but single player games too. Obviously, I'm a Doom head. I played a game from 1993, but also, I played every now and then. I'll come back to Hollow Knight and, like, I'll run through the whole thing because I'm like, dang, dude, they dialed it in on this. And I played some Silk Song at some point, and I came back to that after finishing it, and it just feels good to execute what you want to. You know what I mean?
Yes, because it's like once you've tasted peak, you know what I mean? Like once you've felt peak, why would you not return? It's peak.
Yep.
And it's like, especially with so much slop out these days, right? It's like I find myself going back to like Overwatch, Rocket League. Also been playing that game dang near a decade too. I'm not as good in Rocket League as I am in Overwatch. However, I will say a new development in Rocket League is that I have adjusted the controllers, the bindings, I guess, of my controller. My buddy Julian, he was kind of telling me because I felt like I was plateauing in Rocket League because it was like I can't fly, and even if I manage to, it's like I'm just like a wounded duck. You know what I mean? It's not accurate. It's not consistent. It's just not good. Like it's almost like, hey, stay on the ground. It's that bad.
It's a tough
And
mechanic to get your head around.
And I was ranting to friend Julian about this Regal. And he's also like, hey man, why don't you try like these new controllers? Like I was YouTubing, because I was going through that myself, and bro hit plat in 2v2s. So it's like he is good at the game. And it's a weird it's so how like there's people that like when they play on their Xbox controller, it's just thumbs on thumbstick, and then you have this finger that goes back and forth through here. So I'm upset because I wish as a child, right, I had done this where you have like, you know what I mean? Like I wish I had like had the wherewithal to like just learn this off rip because it'd be so peak. But anyway, this is essentially what my Rocket League controls have turned into. And it's peak. It's what was missing. Because like I don't know what it is, but it's like I can react so much faster, right? Doing so like my jump is the bumper here. So it's like me doing that, I barely have to move my finger versus I'm moving around my camera and then I have to go here and hit A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like that little tweak, right? And on top of like, I also didn't know this, so this is me kind of being a bot. I was not aware that you could actually, once you're in the air, you can actually control yourself on kind of like the X axis of like the map by holding like another button, which I bound to to RT.
Air roll.
But like
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. Like I was unaware. And like me now being able to do that has changed everything. Right? Because it's like I'm not gonna sit here and say, right, that like I am now, like I've mastered the sky, because not at all, not even a little bit. Like because it's like it's kind of like, the saying like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So it's like, okay, I can react better. I can get up into the sky faster and now put myself in a better position to hit the ball. But now the challenge is controlling my car in a very specific way so that I hit the ball exactly where I want to hit it each time.
Beautiful.
And like
you've elevated your controls, but also the challenge just got escalated as well.
Yeah, like it just got, yes.
That's kind of like the story of every player's journey in Rocket League. You hit the plateau and you're like, something new opens up in your head, or somebody shows you a thing in your case, and you're like, oh, now I have to do this instead.
Yes.
Great. I
Yes.
gotta learn.
It never
Now
ends.
it's like, man,
ends.
I have to do this now. Right now, this is the thing that I have to. And another bad habit that I keep doing is that, like, and I was doing this even when I was still using A for jump, but like I don't know what it is, bro. But it's like I will use that double jump off rip sometimes, and it's like you can't, right? You absolutely cannot, because once you use that double jump, that's it. The rest is you have to rely on your boost, right? And it's like you don't have to, right? You can just not hit A that second time and just wait for a better opportunity to hit A. So it's been fun, like playing a game. Obviously, it's not like, I'm not going to sit in training for 5 hours like some people I know. But like, I'm having a great time, like just mastering that, or trying to do that in game. And that's been a lot of fun. Other than that, I've also like Hollow Attorney called me a lawnmower, and
I saw that. I was gonna shout that out just now.
Can we ban him?
No,
Can
we can, but we're not gonna
ban him.
We're not gonna do that to our loyal audience here. That's
Can we ban him?
a lawnmower. Okay,
No, that's a good one.
I might be old. Explain to me how you were a lawnmower, John.
I couldn't soar, Nathan. I was bound to the ground. So
I distinctly remember a GIF from a long time ago of somebody with an actual flying lawnmower. So I have seen lawnmowers touch the sky.
I think in this situation, it's because the turf in Rocket League is grass, or the ground is grass. So he just rides on the grass and just cuts it. That's all he does.
John was a lawnmower. That's the title of my new song. I'm gonna go write that.
Look, it's not an insult because he used a past tense. John
was
a
lawnmower. Devyn, that's a good point right there. I like that.
This was a compliment. And he said you grew.
Hey, I'll take it, I guess. I man, I just want to say, like, Hollow Attorney, you're lucky I don't have perms. Just saying. Like, Nathan, do not give me global admin.
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy team kills, bro. This guy team kills. You could never give him admin.
No, absolutely not. This is that's not okay.
We know.
Man, and I want to say, I'll say one last thing about Rocket League today. So, man, I got on. I was like, let me just play some Rocket League, and I was doing just a 2v2, just me. I was just solo queuing, not even competitive. This was casual, and I was playing this game, and this team we were playing against wasn't that good. And you know how like sometimes it's just like an RNG goal happens, where it's just like, just win in. What are you gonna do?
League.
Yeah, that's what that quick chat's for. Yeah. This is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League. So, okay, you're gonna spam quick chat, whatever. And he was spamming the brutal one, which it's fine, right? But then he types in, "Get stuffed like your mom."
Ooh.
And like,
oh no.
That's rude. Like, that's rude.
And this is the thing, right? So like that kind of stuff doesn't bother me, right? Because it's like I have been com banned in Rocket League before. I've been com banned in a couple different games, allegedly. And like,
Allegedly.
ooh, but I have learned that ball don't lie. And the best way to combat it is by just punching them in the mouth and winning the dang game.
Yep.
And guys, I have to say, I didn't win.
No,
Oh,
No.
I didn't win.
he got the joke out and got the dub.
He went. What pisses me off is they weren't good. No, I was look, they weren't even good. Okay,
Classic.
because they didn't score a goal the rest of the game. My teammate was selling. I was setting him up for goal after goal. There were times where I was gonna score, and then because he was so greedy and had to ball chase, he whiffed my goal. Anyway, moral of the story is that I
blame your teammates.
I
That's
no
the
no is
moral.
I chose peace and I
No,
never
no,
should
no.
have.
Yeah,
I
you should have.
never
You
should
should
have
have chosen
peace.
war.
All
You should
I've
have chosen
learned,
war.
right, in Rocket League is that it doesn't matter who's across that screen. You insult and berate and demean before they can do it to you.
Yep,
The
I
dark
love that.
side.
It's coming out. So, on the subject of trolls, have you had a chance to pull that out, to pull that weapon out, the peace weapon, and be like, yeah, well, I know you're talking mad smack right now, but scoreboard says something different than what you're gabbing on
I
about.
will
homie.
say this. I have had some great moments. This was just like a one-off, really. Because again,
Sure.
they suck. They didn't score again. You know what I mean? Like it's like you weren't good. You got
Yeah.
lucky. You didn't even score the goal, right? And my teammate sold. So it's like
I remember
what can you do?
vividly me and Devyn playing match after match after match, and like many of those matches were like, these guys aren't even good. How did we lose? And it's
Yep.
just one of those things, And then on top of that, I don't. People say, well, you don't blame your teammate. Sometimes you can blame your teammate.
You
Okay,
sure can.
you can. Devyn would be well within his rights to be like, Nathan, you were not playing very good. Please amp your game up. and that would be a completely valid criticism, because sometimes your teammate is subpar,
Yeah.
Mm.
But man, ooh, dude, like I'm not. There are times where like I wish I could digitally like reach through the screen and like Homer strangle. Like,
the Homer strangle. I can just
man.
picture it.
Dude, like just strangling someone's headset off their head. Like, I don't know, man. Like I think about that sometimes.
Hey, I mean, we all have violent thoughts, and luckily the screen and the internet is what separates us, so we don't, smack somebody in real life. But I mean, the sentiments there, talking smack like that and just being a complete asshat. On one hand, it's rude and you really shouldn't do it. But on the other hand, when you're like 5-0 and you could just be like easy and just toss that into chat, that feels good, right?
Yeah, like, and it's like, I gotta be honest, I'm not even mad at like what he typed. I'm mad that I couldn't say it back. I'm mad that I didn't get a chance to score, to talk about how I just stuffed his mom.
You
That's
left
the
money
real
on the
tragedy
table.
here. That's
You
the
left the
real
money on the
tragedy.
table. That's what happened for sure.
Is that, man, he got away scot-free. That makes me mad.
Well, maybe you'll run into him later on down the road after you've stopped being such a lawnmower, and you could throw that ball into the goal 10 times and get him back.
Got stuffed, son.
Do you remember his username? Could you like put that in your back? I can just imagine like John with a list attached to his monitor of usernames. Like, ooh, I ran into Duke Master 69_420. When I run into him again, I'm gonna spam chat.
I'm gonna kill him. Dude,
Yep.
I do actually have one name, one gamer tag that I don't think I'll ever forget. It's in a game called For Honor, and the gamer tag is L, uppercase E, lowercase L as in underscore Chucky 405. L Chucky underscore 405
Oh my God.
gave me and my friends nightmares on For Honor.
Oh,
And we
was he
saw
like
him.
super good?
Yes, we like it was like over a winter break or something like that. And like we kept seeing him. Like there were multiple days in a row where like we would just get queued up with him and like there's a 4v4 game mode in For Honor where it was just like we just get him. We like I guess he was nearby, so like the server and each time he rolled us. Like it wasn't out of like he wasn't like toxic or anything like that, but it was just he was so much better than us in
Whoa.
every single way that it was like, oh no, it's L Chucky. You know, like it was just like the game is an L. You know, like the game is
Yeah.
lost because L
Before
Chucky's
we
here.
even start, El Chucky is about to.
He's about to roll us, bro.
It's a massacre, just waiting to
Yeah,
happen.
That's
Yeah. So
that's the one
sometimes
gamer tag I'll never forget. L Chucky
sometimes people just be doing that
5.
too. Like I watch going back to Rocket League. I watch people do like those grand champs, and it's not just I couldn't do what they're doing. It's I couldn't do what they're doing, and I could never do it that quickly. Like the
Yes.
response times that people have, like they can instantly see what angle the ball is going at.
In
They
the
know
air,
exactly
instant.
how. Yeah, they're like, "Ooh, I need to come down here," and it's wild. I watched a match one time. It was a 3v3. It must have been some kind of Rocket League championship, and I pulled it up, and what I was watching felt like. So if you imagine the whole pitch and the three guys playing looked as if they were staying equidistant from one another and like circling the whole arena. It's like there was always one of them at the right spot at the right time. It's like they knew to stay exactly where they were supposed to, and it was fascinating because obviously they've been practicing on their own and together most likely. So just watching them execute with such precision, it's just something else, man.
Dude, like it's interesting how a game so simple, right? Rocket League, it's soccer, it's
Oh.
car soccer,
Soccer.
right? And it's like the ceiling is nuts because
Yeah.
like I see people do stuff where I'm just like, I could never do that. You know, like there's this guy I saw on TikTok who's like grand champ, and he can like without going into the air, he can dribble the ball in a way where it's almost as if like he's legitimately playing like the way that a soccer player would manipulate the ball around an opponent. He will do that from just the hood of his car. And
That's wild.
and what's crazy is he'll like do a backflip underneath the ball, so he'll just get a flip reset and he'll just do that all the way into the enemy's goal. And I've seen him even intentionally hit the ball into the enemy like the other team, and then like he just knew geometrically the angle, so the goal goes in off of an own goal.
Oh
That
my god.
he did. Like he wanted that to happen and he made it so.
Some people can like see the matrix, man.
So like what do you do?
Yeah, how do you deal with that?
And it makes me mad this entire time. Devyn is just sitting here silently, knowing that he's the only one out of everybody here and everybody here watching that his sword in Rocket League. And he's just sitting there smugly. Look at him, Nathan. Look at him.
But I'm not even that good. There's like such a huge gap between like the level that I got, which was like champ 1, champ 2, like peak, like that was peak play versus like a at this point like supersonic legend or whatever. Like those the skill gap gets so exponential at the top. It's actually unreal. So like, yeah, I can do some of those mechanics that they can do, but there's a difference and Nathan said it earlier, it's the precision that is so like that's the gap that happens at a high level of any game, literally any game or anything, honestly.
Mm.
Like anything in life, you have those top like it's the okay, this is a great example. So in RuneScape, if you've ever played RuneScape, your max level of a skill is 99. So to get a skill to level 99, whether it's like attack, your strength, your magic, your archery, whatever it is, mining, to get it to 99, the halfway point I think is 93% or something like that,
Whoa.
because it's exponential. Like
Yeah.
each level is exponentially higher than the previous level. So the the actual halfway point in terms of total XP gained is at like 93%. So in other
Wow.
words, yeah, you can spend half your time playing the game, you get to 93, you have to spend all of that same exact time to get to 93 to 99. And it's
That's
kind of the
nuts.
same thing. It's honestly, and it's even more dramatic, right? As you, because it's exponential, right? So that 98 to 99 level is like the majority of everything that you do. That last level is insane, because that's where the biggest gap is. And it's the same thing in like the skill sets of like these top tier, not top 1% players. It's like your top like 0.05 players, because that skill gap between the top 1% and the top 0.5% is like so exponentially different. It's like
They're not even
unfathomable.
playing the same game at that point.
Exactly. It's like when I watch the GCs, right, or the MLG players, right, the professional esports guys play, I see the same thing that you're seeing. Like I look at it and I go, how in the hell do you do this? Because that like there's no shot I have that much control, that much precision. I see different things than you guys see, but like at the end of the day, there's no shot that I'm doing that. Like the reaction time, the precision of their hit, the way that they're positioned, like I get to have a little bit more context, maybe because I just see the game a little differently than you guys, but then like they see the game in such a higher level that it's like so far beyond me. It's just as incomprehensible as it is for you. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I'm sitting here smugly, but it's not, I'm not actually sitting smugly. I'm just, I'm just like listening because it's true. Like everything you're saying is like, it's absolutely true. It just becomes like, it's like you were talking about earlier when you leveled up, when you became non-lawnmower John to like, I can fly a
Post
little bit now,
lawnmower.
right? Post lawnmower John, you all you did was realize what you didn't know. That's all you did.
Yeah.
You didn't like, yeah, you got better, but really what happened is you progressed, but you still have just as many tasks to accomplish now. The tasks just changed. And that's infinite almost until you're at that like top whatever 0.%. And even those guys, I'm sure they're still coming up with new things, and then it blows everyone's minds and all of that. But it's the same thing. I'm at that same level, right? Where I look at it and go, dude, I know like so much about that game. It's like it's stupid. Like a normal person doesn't know that much. I've played over 1,000 hours on it and spent probably 300 in training. And it's like that level of commitment to the game still doesn't translate to me knowing everything within the game. All it did was put me at a different place in what I have to learn now. That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. I'm still in the same position. I still look at it and go, dang, like, I don't know, ceiling flip shots, you know, flip resets, consistently getting that type of stuff, aerials, like double touches off of the back post wall. And like, that stuff is, or like ground dribble to like bring it up to air dribble to like a flip reset. Like that's the stuff that I would have to start practicing if I wanted to continue to get better. And not that like those things are completely impossible for me to do, but I absolutely cannot do them with precision. Right. And so that puts me so far away from, let's say, probably a current like champ 2. Like probably current champs 2s can do that really, really easy. So it's like that's the gap that I see is like, oh, that's just what it looks like for me because yeah, I don't have to think about what does it look like to get up into the air fast because I've done that. Like I'm already past that point, but all the tasks still exist. So anyway, I'm not smug. I was enjoying hearing like I feel the same way. Is
No, I know, I'm just
I'm
messing
listening
with you a little
yeah,
bit.
and I listen to that, but like that's what I see is like when you get it's any game, right? Like in League,
No, it is.
it's and it's 99% just knowing the game. You talked about
Knowledge.
yeah, you talked about your Overwatch time and you can just like jump in there and it's just so satisfying to just be able to go in there and do whatever you want and dominate. When I get into League because of how long I've played the game, like I was out of it for several years, John, and I jumped back in and played with you and I got ridiculously fed several games in a row.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts.
And it's because I played the game for so long and it's 99% just knowledge of like tactics of the game. My skill set is probably not even that great in the game at this point. Like building, I don't know what to build anymore. Like I was just using recommended stuff, but like I beat them with strategy, right? Because I can so outplay them from a strategic standpoint that it doesn't matter that my actual skills are better, right? It's just because you know the game so much better. Anytime you get to that level where you're just like you're higher in knowledge and training than your opponent, you can just outplay them. Like you can hit the ball on their car and make them score because you know what they're going to do. You look at their car position and you look at the way their wheels are facing and you see, oh, they can only go this way. And if I move the ball that way, they're probably going to turn this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the ball that way and it's going to make them turn this way. And then I can bounce the ball off of them. And that's how you start thinking about it. Like, so it's just, you know more about the game. So now you can anticipate what they're going to do.
Yep. It's like trying to see into the future in a way, you know.
But it's because at some point you just have to like that's a part of your training.
Yeah,
you know the
right.
pattern.
Like that's the stuff you learn to fly. Now you need to learn to look at the ball and see the trajectory, right? See the angle of where the ball is going to go, and you've got to be able to get to it, right? That's actually a part of some of the training. It'll like some of the striker training is you're going to get a ball that flies across, hits the wall, and it comes at some crazy angle at a really fast speed. And you got to be able to predict exactly where you need to drive your car to hit that ball to make it go in the direction that you want it to go. And so you start predicting essentially like based off of where this ball initially goes to be able to end up where the ball is like the best place to meet the ball, if you will.
Yeah.
And you start to build that skill set. It's just another thing you have to train. It's that way in every game.
Yep. 100%. And I think it's fascinating, John. You figured out the hand holding position on your controller, the optimization you made in eliminating literal milliseconds of time for reaction to that. The guys at the tippity top have just done that 1,000 times over.
Like
they understand the game and have optimized every single movement to such a ridiculous degree that it's like we said, it's almost not even the same game that they're playing. You know?
Yes, because like there's people, and I know people like this that in this is just any game, not necessarily Rocket League, but just I'm more so talking about now just controller positioning, right?
Yep.
Like I know people that their middle finger is on the bumpers, index, or I guess this would be middle finger on triggers, index on bumper, and they will actually play. Actually, I know a guy that plays like this, where each button, each like has a finger, if that makes sense.
Okay,
he plays like this cloth.
That's crazy.
So
I don't know if
each finger, bro, it just can independently like do its own thing, and he has the coordination to do it.
All right. So when I was a child, I got injured a lot. Specifically
That's not what I was expecting you to say. I got injured a lot.
Specifically my phalanges, okay? I injured my fingers quite often. And so yeah, my fingers for those who don't understand phalanges. So I ended up adapting this crazy controller hold at one point in my life because I couldn't use some of my fingers. Specifically, the one time I like sliced my thumb like really, really bad, and it
Dang.
was it I couldn't use it to play again. I had a big old stent and wrap on it, so it was just like this big. So what I ended up doing is I would set the controller on my lap, and I would play like this,
Oh,
and like
That's crazy.
so I would hold this side would be normal, and then this side, my right hand had the big like cut. So I was using the joystick with this finger, and I was doing like this.
dude.
And so I had like two fingers for the X and the A, and then the A and the X and the Y and the B, and then I would use my pointer for the joystick. So it was like it was wild, and I got really good at Super Smash. That was on the a GameCube controller that I did that.
Wow.
And
You're almost
Super-
playing like as a like an arcade
yes,
stick.
yes, no, literally that's what it was. I was playing like arcade stuff, but in Smash Bros, you're using the C stick, the little orange stick on the right side for power attacks and air stuff. So like I still had to use that, but I couldn't use my thumb to do it, so I had to use my pointer. And then all the other fingers, for the most part, I think were able to be on the other buttons and kind of interact there. And it was like actually insane optimization.
Wow.
It changed. Like I got better than my brother at that time frame when I played like that with the GameCube controller. It was nuts. So I guess that ad was like, yeah, dude, finger like or like
Low-key
hand positioning.
finger placement is nuts.
It is a cracked methodology.
Yeah, because it's crazy you brought up Smash Bros. Because my buddy that I'm talking about, the reason he would hold his PS4 controller like that is because he was a huge Tekken, Street Fighter, like that was
Yeah.
his stuff, and like
Yep.
like he was and Smash as well. To
Yeah.
the point where he would actually there was a point in his life where he lived off of tournament money that he would win at Tekken
Whoa.
and
Dang.
Street Fighter and Smash tournaments. He was that good at fighting games, and
Wow.
he actually got you know how you can buy like the fighting pads where it has like an arcadey, like it'll have like the buttons and
Mhm.
like the joystick. So like he had that whole thing that he would play Tekken on, and he would specifically he would play Tekken and Street Fighter with a mod where he could actually see a live frame counter on all of like his attacks and stuff that he would throw, because he was that precise in fighting games where he would learn specific frames.
Yep.
And part of the reason
I bet he was
able to
cracked
do
at
that-
it too.
dude, yes, and it was like, but the way that his hands and like his fingers would like move were like so fast. Like I can't explain it, but it was so precise and exactly
Ever
like
watched
where
those
everything
Tetris
needed to
guys?
be.
Oh
Dude.
God, the
Like-
Tetris champs are
Like the ones that are just like
nuts.
actually good. Like I've played
Yes.
Tetris and I'm like mediocre at best in comparison, but like those guys are mind-boggling good.
Dude.
Yeah,
They're
they can,
not
like-
even looking at the board. They're looking at their next pieces. They never
Yeah,
even look
they
at the
like
board.
know exactly. They can probably. There's
they
one
do-
guy that plays blind style,
Yes.
where when the piece hits down, it
Yep.
disappears. So you
So-
don't actually see what is on your board. You can only see where your next piece is going, and then it disappears when it hits the
He
floor.
just knows.
Yeah,
So there's
It's
in
crazy.
Tetris, there's like particular game modes, and I can't remember exactly what it's called, but there's like a certain piece order that is a common one for things like that. So they know the order of the pieces that are going to come consistently, and or it's like, it may also be something where there's like a variable where there's basically every piece has to get played before another piece can be played or something like that. I can't remember
Okay.
which one is like the main one that everyone uses, but there's a mode
sort of
where
like a piece rotational type
yes,
order.
Yes. So it's semi-predictable. So when you know that order, they literally just have it in their brain. And they like, I mean, because if you're putting that many hours on that type of a game, like that's gonna be an easy memorization. So then it's like, oh, I know exactly how to fit these pieces in that order all together. And it just is
Magic.
nuts. It's
Magic.
just nuts,
Dude,
dude.
it's just crazy, man.
I'm telling you, that
Crazy.
top like 0.5% is so much better than the top 1%. It's unreal.
It's not even funny.
And you know what? And that's what's fun to watch, in my opinion. Because you can watch people play all day long and enjoy like any given match, really. The basic Rocket League formula or any competitive game formula is fun to watch. But when you start getting into that upper echelon and really just marveling at how precise some folks are, even freaking like Dark Souls speedrunners, which by the
Yes.
way, a lot of the Dark Souls speedrunners do the claw. Like that's
Yes.
they have the
Yep.
these fingers here are the doing the look around the camera control, and their other fingers are doing other things.
Yeah, I actually
It's
do that when I
wild.
play Souls games as well.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. It's specifically in Elden Ring because there's like combinations where you need to move the camera around, but you can't do that and also roll. So like
Yeah.
you have to have another finger there. So like I'll end up like doing some weird stuff. Like I'll use my pointer finger for the face buttons instead of my thumb. So I won't move my thumb off of the joystick. I'll keep it on the
Oh, no.
joystick and pull my pointer finger up.
That's crazy.
Dude.
Yep.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yes. John, are you okay? Is he lagging?
You good, bro? Oh, did we lose John?
I don't know. He's like lagging on my
Can you
end.
guys
I
not
don't
hear
know.
me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I can't see Devyn.
He's
Did we get a desync again?
Oh,
he-
dude, I
yeah, we probably
remember.
did.
I
It's okay.
remember
We can
this
keep
was
rocking and
happening.
rolling,
Wait, I
though.
think he's
Yep,
back.
he did that earlier, and then he came back after a moment.
Is he back
Yeah.
now?
No,
Oh,
it says not
Oh,
visible
no.
unknown
It's
user.
funny because I was hearing Devyn.
Oh, he's
for a
back,
moment.
he's back.
Just couldn't see him.
I think he's coming back.
Want me to
Maybe.
let me leave and join back?
He's loading.
I guess you could try that out. I'll have to redo your
He's
camera,
back.
but it's not a big deal. Hey,
Yeah,
John,
no worries.
he says you're back.
Kind
I'll
of.
take it.
Technical difficulties, the plague of every podcast. Well, John, if you wanna hop off and come back real
Yeah, let me
quick,
do that.
I'll figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, man, watching the highest level players handle their business is some of my favorite stuff to do. And I mean, that's there's a guy actually that John, you're back. Devyn, can you see him okay?
I cannot.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just non-visible.
rats. Well, I think we might be able to cobble together a like a Discord call if you guys want to hop in there.
Oh, wait, I think is he back? No.
Oh,
Yeah, he's back. His
You
fan
got
is
him?
moving. Yes.
You can see Devyn.
Yes.
can you hear
me?
each other?
I can see Devyn, but I can't hear him.
No.
Devyn, can you hear John?
Yep.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
So John just can't hear Devyn, man.
Let me
Video
just
Ninja's weird.
back in.
Okay. Yeah. So wow, John, it sounds like you've had a lot on your plate as of late. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it was about time.
No, you
So,
did. You did.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a lot of fun.
Good, man.
A
Good.
lot of fun.
And I like to hear that you're coming back to some classics. Because as you know, I play Doom left
The
and right.
classic.
The classic. Actually, Devyn, you good? You still
Okay.
can't hear him?
I can hear him. Can you hear me, John?
Oh yeah, I can hear and see him, man.
Let's
Oh,
go. We're back, boys. The boys are back in town. Yeah, so I've been playing through I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is the schedule I try to maintain. And I've been playing through Doom 2 in rural only. So it's been a lot of like sprawling maps, some pretty crazy unique takes on the countryside because you've got your big field with cows in it, you've got your barn, you've got your house that you can go into, and as you progress, this particular WOD is broken up into 3 episodes. There's one that's small town, so everything is like basically small town Huntsville if you've ever been there, and then as it ramps up, there's more and more enemies. I moved into the second portion, which is called Countryside, and the enemy count is sub 100. But let me tell you, it's like scary. It's like Doom, but survival horror almost. There's very little health, there's very little ammo, and somebody even in one of these maps did a Resident Evil style door transition. Like I hit open on this door on the house, and it showed the opposite end of the door opening, and my character moved through it, and then I was inside this house. It was nuts. Some of the
Nice.
great map making things have been happening lately. But yeah, no, I can't help but come back to it, man, because there's just so many unique things going on in the Doom space. But I won't harp on that too much. Devyn, what's been on your video game? Unless you have more.
No, I'm good,
I don't
man.
wanna pivot
I'm
too
good.
quickly here. Okay, sweet. Devyn, what have you been playing, my friend?
Did it. I played it finally. I speaking of the 1% tile of people, the game that I've been wanting to play went on sale not too long ago, and I purchased it. I played some Ready or Not.
Yes, you were talking a few episodes
Dude,
back about coordination
yes.
and tactics and stuff. How'd that go?
Man, it was terrible. I got destroyed.
It's a hard one, huh?
Yeah. So, well, we kind of haphazardly went in and we're just like, let's just full send and just get into a mission and just try it. And it was just like a buddy of mine, and it just duoed and ran into a mission and just played, just had fun. And man, we chose, of course, the gamer mission. The mission we actually went on was this. The description was a kid who was a gamer killed and shot his mother and then took a hold of his brother as a hostage, and we were being sent in to go rescue the brother and arrest and capture the gamer kid.
Whoa.
That's wild.
So I'm like, in my mind, I don't know, my mind put, I guess I'm just projecting, but like I go into suburbia, like I'm getting ready to like storm like a suburban house. No, it was like some big I don't even know what region of the world, but like you go in and it's like this big like stone building, and like in the middle of kind of an urban place, but it was not like modernized city. So it was more like dusty region, something along those lines. And so we start getting into this building, and it was not what you expected. Like we start going through there, and one of the first places we encountered hostiles were this like massive server room with like GPUs everywhere mining crypto.
Crypto miners.
Whoa. Yes. And so we bust into this room, and there's like a bunch of armed guys in this like room with several different server racks all over the place with crypto mining machines. Like they just stacked with GPUs, and they're all just guarding, I guess, this area. And so we go in and immediately start getting lit up, but we survive. We killed all those guys, and we keep pushing through. And so it's like we're kind of getting the layout. It's like, okay, this kid is not just like a gamer. Like something else is going on here. This is clearly more than just, oh, a gamer kid killed his mom. That was the image you got, is like this younger kid, maybe teens or some craziness. Like that was what was in my mind. It's like a younger kid went off, killed his mom. He's got his brother hostage, and we've got to go and figure this whole situation out. That's what was in my mind. That was not what the mission was.
Jeez.
So we get in, there's like armed militia in here, right? Like trying to protect this kid's operation or something. And at least at that point, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dude, like what is going on? What's this kid doing? And you start rolling through, and you eventually get into what we assumed. By the way, spoiler, we failed this mission horribly.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like we did not do a good job. We succeeded kind of maybe at one of the objectives, and that was it. No, I think we maybe did two, but we did not succeed at capturing this kid. I don't know. We never saw the kid. I don't know where he went. He was just not there. He was supposed to be there, obviously holding his brother hostage. But the mission details said that he got away. And so we had stormed into the building that he, I guess, supposedly was in. We didn't know that was going to be the room when we breached it, but we opened it up, tons of people in there. And like, it's like an apartment layout. So not this big open room, but kind of like you walk in the front door and there was like rooms to the right. There was like a living room space straight ahead, down the hall on the left. We don't know what's down there yet. So we're just like storming through, starting to kill some people. And we go down the hall to the left. And this was where we kind of learned, I assume, where the kid was. And somehow he escaped. I think he escaped through like a air vent or something before we could actually get to him and capture him, because it was like this vent and it looked like it was shoved off to the side. And it's the only thing that I could think happened because there was no other escape. I don't know how else he would have gotten out, but we totally missed him somewhere. So like we walk in there, bro, I was so mad. That room was so cool. He had like 3 gaming rigs with like tons of monitors all set up and like gaming chairs, and the lighting was cool. And he's got like all these action figures and posters everywhere. Man, it was such a sick setup. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I want this. This guy's setup is so sick. And then we went and we murdered some guys. We captured his brother, and then we got out of there by the skin of our teeth. I mean, I think like I basically almost had both of my arms blown off, and like it was we were limping at the very end of that mission, trying to get out of there. One of my favorite parts of the mission is as we're going through, there was this one individual that he was not hostile, like he didn't have a gun, so like we didn't shoot him. Like a part of the mission objectives was not to shoot civilians or just normal people there without guns. So like, but we didn't know the controls of the game, and that was a part of like half the issues that we had going on. Is we're like trying to figure out, well, how do we even do this? Like, I don't even know what button to press here. So there's like this hostile guy, but he's like cussing us out and screaming at us the whole time. So and he's just like walking around and just yelling at us. He's just like, screw you guys. Y'all need to get the F out of here. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, oh my gosh. And we're just like completely ignoring him because we don't know how to like tie him up to shut him up or anything. That's what you're supposed to do, is like zip tie him up and shove him in a corner or something. And like, so he just the whole round, like during this mission, he's just roaming and just screaming at us.
That's so funny.
And so we're just trying to keep serious and focused on what we're doing. We're like, I don't know what to do with this guy. He just won't stop. So we're running through that mission, and in the very end, we figured out how to tie him up. So we tie him up and shove him in a corner, and then we leave. Like that was like one of the last things we did, was finally figure out how to tie that guy up and get out. But yeah, it was really stinking fun for not knowing what I was doing, not understanding the controls, not even understanding the mission fully. Like we didn't brief hardly at all. We just kind of full sent it. And I saw the potential of fun. You get a couple of guys in there, get a squad of 4 or something, like detail out the mission, talk over some tactics, run through the mission, see if you can do it clean. Would just be an absolute blast. Like it will scratch the itch. I felt the control. They're detailed controls, man. Like, so if you've, I don't think either of you have played Tarkov, right?
Nope.
No.
So in Tarkov, this was the first time I ran into this mechanic, and because Tarkov is very simulator-esque to some degree, and a lot of the movement controls in Tarkov are very, very precise. Like crouching is not, well, there is a crouch button where boom, you hit normal crouch status, right? That you're used to. But actually in what you do most cases is, I believe it's C, you hold C down and then you do your scroll wheel, and your scroll wheel slowly brings you down to whatever the position is that you need, and stop scrolling when you're done crouching.
Dang.
So it's like a
It's dynamic.
It's a dynamic crouch mechanic.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Same,
All right.
same,
That's unique.
same thing with tilt left and right. So you can kind of tilt and peek a corner, and you can press it all the way and you'll go super far, but like that's typically not optimal. So you want to just slightly peek a corner and you'll just slowly turn over, and you can do it like that as well.
That's so
And-
cool.
And so this game has, I would say, less precise movement controls than Tarkov, but it had some of those movement controls, which I really, really appreciate in Tarkov. I came to really love them, even though they're so precise. It really adds to like, hey, I need to like really set up this angle like real tactically before I do anything. And
Yeah.
then you execute what you're trying to do, and you can kind of hold that position while moving and make the shot that you need to make. So they do things like that really, really well. It felt nice. The gun recoil is fairly realistic. You're not just gonna hold down in full automatic and hit every shot. You'll hit your first 2 shots, and the rest are going to be everywhere if you're just holding the trigger down with
Sure.
no recoil control. But yeah, so far so good. I was pretty entertained whenever I played the game. Yeah, that's what I did. Other than that, I didn't really play any games.
That's cool, man. I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, obviously I've been playing nothing but Doom. I haven't had as much of an impetus to play anything outside of that, just because I'm kind of enjoying making the videos that we upload on the YouTube channel. So I talked a little bit about Doom 2 in rural only. There's a Doom 2 in city only. I'll probably cover that. I'm building out some maps. I was doing that a little bit earlier today. So there is one game that I'm extremely interested in, and I'll probably pick it up. It's only $20. I think I showed off this game. Oh, let's see. I think it was during the what do you call that? Steam Next Fest. That's the one. So the game is called Replaced, and it's been getting a lot of traction as of late. Here, I'll share that screen out with you guys here. But Replaced is very much like a it scratches an old itch for me for some reason. Let me switch here. There we go. So can you guys see that okay?
Sure can.
Yeah, so it's kind of like pixelated graphics, but also it's 3D in terms of it's 2.5D, I guess is what they call it. But it looks gorgeous. And when I was younger, I played the Sega Genesis a lot, and there's a game on there called Flashback: The Quest for Identity, and it's very much a side scroller. There's some shooting in it, but that's not the main mechanic. It's more about like checking out your surroundings, getting immersed in the story, reading through some stuff to kind of understand what's going on. I love this, by the way, this unique mechanic of like looking at your little wingman 2 and scrolling through with your thumb. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
By the way, this is MK Ice and Fire on YouTube. I want to shout out. I don't want to just gank his footage here, but this is a full playthrough. But man, look how pretty this game is. Well, when this loads anyway. Same kind of thing. There it is. Look how gorgeous the lighting is and stuff.
Yeah, they took their time on that, man.
They cooked with this one. So this one's on my radar because it scratches that same itch of Flashback: The Quest for Identity. It's, set in a post-apocalypse of some kind, but it's in the 70s. So I'm not exactly sure of the full story, and I can't wait to dig into it. But this art style is really, I haven't seen anybody make a game that looks like this before. Maybe I have, but I don't remember off the top of my head. And it just looks really cool, So I want to sink my teeth into that. I'm probably going to pick that up. I don't know if you guys can tell from my voice or not. I'm a little under the weather. I've got a sinus infection going on right now.
No, dude.
Yeah, it's bad. I hit some Sudafed and ibuprofen like an hour before we started our show.
Combo right there, dude. That is
it's a 1-2. It's a 1-2 punch that'll take you out of wherever you're at for just enough time. But I think I'll probably stream this tomorrow and play through as much as I can or whatever. But yeah, I was just really impressed with the art style, and I played through the demo during Steam Next Fest, and I was really impressed with not just how it controls because it has some weight to it, but also just the overall 70s-ish vibe that it's got going on. It's almost
this
like
is a cool scene.
it's really neat, right? And so many layers too, all the
I was just about
parallax
to say,
scrolling
like,
that it
the
does.
background.
So there's some stealthy stuff that goes on. You try to avoid this, that, and the other. There's cutscenes where you're talking to people. Man, he really likes looking at that deal. Then there's a lot of platforming involved in the game too, so you got to kind of figure out where to go. And it just looks like it's the whole package, And I really also like if you guys look in the foreground, it does the there's a technical term for it where it blurs the foreground and background.
Yep.
I can't remember the technical term off the top of my head. Depth of field, there it is. Yeah, so it does that, and man, it's just a beautiful game, right?
Yeah. They, like I said, I feel like they took some big time on this lighting. The way that everything's layered is just like precise. Like someone really took time to do that.
And then there's a lot of combat stuff. He's using his gun here, but in the demo, I was beating people up and doing finishing moves and stuff. So it's got it almost felt like Batman, like Arkham Asylum or any of those other Shadow of Mordor. Yeah, it's a dirty looking game, but in a really nice, clean way. But yeah, I wanted to show this off and shout out Replaced. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys are around during the day, you can put me on in the background. I'll be playing through this sucker.
Man, did you guys? Are you done talking? I'm going to pivot.
Oh yeah, go ahead. No problem.
Dude, Star Fox.
Oh yeah, Star Fox.
Dude, they're doing Star Fox, and it's coming out June 25th.
Really?
Switch 2.
They're making a Star Fox game?
They are indeed.
Yes, they are.
So I'm really nervous about this. Because every other Star Fox game they've made since Star Fox 64 has been TRASH.
Yes.
Do we know how gameplay looks like?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think they showed some stuff.
I'm trying to grab some of it here. Let's see. Jamie, pull that shit up. Oh, here's the Star Fox Direct.
Whoa.
Oh, you're looking at it too? Sick. Oh man, yeah. Here we go. I'll put this up on the screen. Let's transition back.
So I think
So we've got like oh, I'm sorry. I totally just stomped on you there.
Yeah, I think the idea is this is supposed to be kind of the I want to say love letter to the Star Fox 64 game. I'm assuming that was the objective to this. A cinematic.
Look at those R-wings.
Dude.
So I think they're looking. This is almost supposed to be a remake of the Star Fox 64 game, from my understanding. Like this is, it may not be a 1-to-1, but it's supposed to be a remake of that game.
So it looks so sick,
dude. Oh my god, dude, look at that.
I'm still sharing this out with you guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, sick. Oh, they're slippy.
Dude, bro, like
do a barrel roll. I said it.
I played Star Fox like on my Nintendo DSi, and I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Let me tell you what Let me tell you about a little bit of my. Yeah, this looks like this looks like Corneria. This is Corneria. This is, or I think that's the name. This is the opening to 64. Whoa. Yeah, even the positioning of those enemies right there. Slippy, stay in formation. Yeah, no, this is 100% like Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this looks awesome.
I am
holy hell
so pissed because I don't have a Switch 2.
Switch 2
hey, guess
exclusive.
what? Guess what? My nephew's got a Switch 2, so I'm gonna
damn it. And hold on. Guess what? $49.
Nice.
$50.
Nice. They learned their lesson, didn't they? They got spanked for that $80 price tag.
$50.
Mm.
And you know what? I think that's actually a fair price given the sheer level of detail. I mean, look at this. It looks beautiful.
Look at their
But-
hair.
The thing that I didn't love about Star Fox, and I got to be careful how I say this. The thing that I wish there was more of is Star Fox, because I would play through the game and I could get through it in 3 or 4 hours, and I wanted there to be infinite Star Fox. You know what I mean? I think this type of game is really cool, and that back in the day when you could get through all of it in one sitting, it was a good time. But I think this formula could also benefit from either an endless mode or a roguelike randomization type of thing, where you're moving from planet to planet throughout the universe, and maybe you crash your ship and you got to rebuild it, but you got some MacGuffins that you can spend on updated new power stuff or whatever. Yeah, man, this is gonna be
I
sick.
remember that bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm low-key
I-
about this.
I played the shit out of Star Fox 64. I mean, it was one of those fun things too. Like, you can enjoy as much of the game as you want when you're initially playing it, and then when you play it over and over, you
Oh my
start.
god, dude, that just hit that freaking tank. Oh my god.
Yep, the tank, and there's
Whoa.
there's the submarine,
Oh, submarine. Oh my
Let's do it.
God.
the blue marine. So when you start understanding the layouts, this is an on-rails shooter, obviously, but when you start understanding where everything is coming, what feels good is when you lock in and you're like, all right, this formation's here. You launch the thing almost ahead of time, knowing that that set of enemies is going to be over there. Then I'm going
Yes.
to pivot over here. And yeah, dude, this is
Yeah,
going to
'cause-
be
Yeah.
fire.
Oh my god, dude.
The building's falling over.
Dude,
Mm.
it just looks so good.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm super hyped. I saw it. I haven't looked really in. I haven't even watched this yet. I just saw, like, I was in a Discord and they were talking about it in this Discord, and they were like, oh my god, Star Fox remake. I was like, what?
Mm.
Wow.
I was not tracking this.
You know what I think would be fun? We'll see if they do it. Medio, I know this place. Oh my god,
Yes.
I remember this.
Dude.
Oh my god, did you see the little
Dude.
bomb?
Mm.
Oh, the bomb.
Yeah, this looks fantastic. They've done a really good job updating it.
Wow. Dude,
I
I'm
have to
so
sneeze.
hyped right now. This is going to be so amazing. I am
Hold on.
absolutely thrilled. Does this mean they're making an Ocarina of Time remake?
I have heard rumblings of that, as a matter of fact.
Whoa.
So I don't know.
Don't say that. Don't say
Ocarina of
don't know,
Time
man.
in 4K.
Whoa. Unreal Engine 5 Ocarina of Time
Mm.
official.
Sector Y, Sector Z. Oh my god. This is like, guys, this is hitting some kind of childhood nerve for me right
Dude,
now.
I know. I like.
Oh
same
my
here.
goodness.
Yes. Bro,
Dude,
like,
Falco's such a jerk, but I love him.
bro. He's such a badass. Come on, dude.
He really is. Oh man. And I wonder what all these cutscenes are going to be like, I'm kind of glad I'm watching it without the sound, because I really don't want to know too much about it, but I'm just marveling at all these beautiful graphics they've got going on. But it looks like they're probably going to keep the same gameplay throughout. Did you ever finish Star Fox 64?
Oh, buddy. If I did, I don't recall.
Let me tell you, when you get to that last thing, you're basically fighting a giant head of the bad guy. He's like a disembodied head with like it's almost like unnerving, It's so scary.
Oh, I think I do
How
remember
big he
fighting
is.
that. Yes. Yeah. No, these
Andros, that's his name. Andros.
Huh? Yeah, I
Um,
think I remember fighting that.
I really am
so
so
long.
curious as to how they're going to execute that, because that really speaking of stomach dropping things, that was one of those things when I was a kid that it's sort of like the big, if you guys have ever played Super Mario 64, it's sort of like the big eel inside the ship, the sunken ship, and how creepy and scary that is when you're a kid. That's how Andros was the final fight. There's this big, giant, disembodied, ethereal head you're fighting. It was creepy.
Mm.
But yeah, no, this looks like fire, dude.
Yeah, it looks like they've got the battle mode though, so you can do like player versus player.
I bet people are gonna get cracked at this.
Oh god, dude. They're gonna break this game mode.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so speaking of remakes, do we have anything left to say about Star Fox? I mean, consensus is it looks badass.
Yeah,
There's not much else to say, right?
It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be lit. Yeah. So speaking of remakes, I have a question for you guys, and I'm really am curious what you guys would say. What, in your opinion, or let me phrase it this way: if you could force a company to remake a game entirely, and do it as good as the Blue Point team did Demon's Souls, which I know some people were unhappy with, but those people can shove it. It's amazing. Or as good as this Star Fox remake, what do you guys want to see? What's your wish list?
It's a great question.
Because I've got one in the chamber for you guys right now.
Man.
Let me hear yours, Nathan.
Yeah. Get us
I think I know
here.
what you're gonna say. Maybe.
Okay, I want to hear what you think I would say. Because they've already done Doom. Doom 2016 is perfect. No mistakes.
I think you're gonna say Bloodborne.
You are 100% correct.
I
don't need the exact same game either. I want a complete reimagining. Stick with mostly the same. Let's call it 80% mostly the same, but add some like bells and whistles here and there. Perfect the underground. What do you call those? The Chalice dungeons. Because in Bloodborne, there's like 6,000 something iterations of the Chalice dungeons. There's a boatload of things to do. But frankly, they're a little boring. They're a little cookie cutter. You can kind of know what to expect. And I bet with today's forethought and, maybe even a little of a loving touch from the AI components you could probably toss in there, you could get some really interesting stuff out of the Chalice dungeons. Not to mention some really great high quality 60 frames per second at least gameplay. I bet Bloodborne would be a banger with a remake like that. Get Blue Point on it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, you called it, John. That's it.
Hey. I have one.
My friends know me well, guys.
John, what about you, man?
I have another one, but I'm gonna let you guys go with one because I have another one that I think would be really good too.
This is gonna be out of nowhere. But I would just love.
Bro, what's that Spider-Man DS?
Bro, how did you know?
Wait,
no, literally, that was it. No, he got me. Yeah, that was it. Dude, because bro, but not on DS. Not on DS.
Of course.
There was a Spider-Man, which I guess technically it is the same game actually. So, but so Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, that's the game that I sunk my time into on my DS. There was also a version on the Wii that you could play, and it was geek. And I didn't get to finish it on the Wii.
Oh,
because it created conflict between my brother and I because I wouldn't let him play it. And
don't mess up my save game, bro.
And in David's anger, he shattered the disc so that none of us could play it.
If David can't have it, nobody has it.
Some classic little brother stuff right there.
Totally.
Yeah. No, yeah, he literally just snapped the disc in half and
brutal.
You know what's crazy? I remember the sound. I remember, to this day, I remember the sound it made.
PTSD
when he snapped it.
I'm gonna come behind you to snap a disc tomorrow.
But dude, that would be it. If they remastered that game as it was, put it on PC or PS5 at 4K.
Yeah.
Oh, because it was so good.
I have one.
So good.
I have one,
Which is yours?
and you're not guessing it. You guys will not guess mine.
No, I imagine not. You pull some games, bro, that you're a bit of an enigma to me.
Yeah.
Like what you play and don't play.
Yeah.
It's fun. You keep me guessing.
So I've talked about this game with you guys before, but I don't think you would call it.
Fable.
Yeah, no. Well, they're doing they're
Said,
kind of
yeah,
doing
no.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Have you seen it? It looks awful.
no, dude.
That's
don't
just me.
Stop.
I
He
can't.
said,
I
no,
can't with it.
they're not.
I can't
Get
with it.
out.
It looks bad.
No, dude. Leave me alone. Okay,
I'm gonna
so
let you have it. Go ahead.
yeah, let me have Fable. But anyway, SSX Tricky.
Ooh.
Dude, why did I
Good
like
pick.
that's that snowboard game, isn't it?
Yes,
it is.
Is. Bro, it
Mm.
was fire, and it holds up today. The same game plays just as smooth as you would want it to play, like as you remembered it, like when you were like a kid. It plays exactly the same. It held up in the big 2025. I think I played it like last year. I played like 3 solid days. Like I lost an entire weekend to that game because I picked it up and I played my legitimate copy on my legitimate PS2 that I just happened to have still. And
Yeah.
I played it for like an entire weekend. I didn't quite beat the game, but I got close. And bro, the replayability of that game is unmatched. Like it's actually unmatched. It's not like a racing game is different. A racing game, you have the road you need to stay on, and you have different maps of the roads that you need to stay on.
Yeah.
SSX Tricky, what they did so beautifully was every map could be played in so many different ways depending on what you're trying to accomplish in that race. Like if you were trying to get points, if you were trying to be fast, depending on what character you were using, depending on what board you were using, depending on what style of race you were actually in, like there was so much dynamic to it, and then the way it felt was just, and it was rewarding. Doing tricks was rewarding. Racing was rewarding. Like you got rewarded when you stopped and you did a cool trick. Like there was a purpose to trying to do your tricks. There was a purpose. Even in a normal speed race where that was the main objective, you wanted to do your trick. You wanted to fill your tricky bar and get the freaking unlimited boost, and then you could blaze past everyone. And it felt so good when you got your freaking tricky maxed out and you unlimited boosted everything. It was so freaking good. Yeah, if they
Game is
remade
legit
that
fire.
game, if they
It's
remade that, they remade that in 4K, bro. Whatever it takes to play it, whatever. I might buy a PlayStation if it was exclusive.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yep.
I would say I also love, I don't need a remake of these, but I also feel like there's a replayability of the Tony Hawk 2 and 3 in particular.
Dude, yes.
Doing tricks in that 2-minute window.
Okay.
And like, okay, I'm gonna max out the score. I'm gonna go over
on.
here. I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna go over here and do this. I'm gonna planning your moves on the little arena.
Bro, okay.
Fire.
You guys may or may not have played them. You may know that they exist. The MX versus ATV, like Unleashed version style games. They were like these motocross games. I actually never purchased one. But I had my best friend growing up. I would always go to his house, and he was like he did dirt bikes in real life, and like he was a little he loved racing games. So
Motorhead.
Yes, he was a Motorhead 100%. And him and his pops, they just loved it. Like that was their thing. So
hell yeah.
I would go over and I would play MX versus ATV Unleashed over at his house like every Friday. I would just go straight to his house. We'd play for hours. It was pizza night every Friday night. So his mom would order pizza in from Gaddy's to go, and we would get freaking Gaddy's Town Pizza at the house and play ATV versus MX versus ATV Unleashed, and you would race. You'd have free mode where you could just do tricks and run around and just score points and see who's doing better there. And like, fantastic, repeatable game. It was another one of those. And that the same time that I did my legitimate copy of SSX Tricky with my PlayStation, I pulled out of the box, did the same thing with MX versus ATV Unleashed, brought a friend over who had played that game before, and we played it for 8 hours on accident together. Like
Whoa.
split screen. We played for like 8 hours.
That's a good game right there.
Bro, we went old school on the couch gaming. We had freaking like old, like early 2000s, 90s, like dad rock playing in the background. And we're just playing this freaking dude. It was peak.
Simpler times.
It was
Simpler
peak.
times indeed.
They held up. Any of those games, I would not be mad if they made a proper like copy paste, modernized it. Like, yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good pick for sure.
Great question, Nathan. Great question.
Great question.
Just hype me up, dude.
I got one more. I got one more that I think Nintendo needs to listen because everybody wants this, or at least Mario fans want it. It's a Super Mario 64.
Dude. Okay. Yes.
Come on.
Okay. Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Yes. I am planning a day to go over to my grandmother's house and with my cousins, like the 4 oldest cousins in the family, and we all grew up together playing the 64 over at my grandma's house, playing freaking Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, Star Fox 64. Like we played all those games over at her house. And like we want to do like a hangout over, because she would help us when we were playing those games when we were stuck. Like she would call the freaking hotlines for us. She would pay the money to call these hotlines and be like, hey, my grandkids are stuck here. What do they need to do? And then the dude would tell us what we needed to do so that we could continue playing the freaking game. And like she would give us snacks. It was like she was involved. It was really cool. And so
Dude,
my
grandma is fire in that case right there.
The gaming grandma is what we called her when we were kids. She's like the gaming grandma. And so my cousin messaged me like, dude, we need to go over to Nana's house and we need to bring our legitimate copies of Nintendo 64, Mario 64, and whatever Ocarina of Time. And let's just hang out with grandma and play these games again and just like bring back the like old energy, because
man,
it was really cool. So yeah, you say that, and he's the same one, that other Discord I was talking about with Star Fox 64. Like everyone's tagging him and going, oh yeah, Mario 64, does that mean Mario 64? And like because everyone knows he wants it. And so yes, I'm with you 100% on that. Come on,
hell
Nintendo,
yeah,
do it.
You know, it's so funny that you say your nana used to do stuff like that. My granny used to do stuff like that.
Yes.
We'd go over, and so I didn't get a 64. Pawpaw got a 64 first.
Ooh.
So they were like,
yes,
Nathan, we're gonna drop you and your brother and sister off at Granny's for the weekend. And we were like, hell yes. So Granny had this. I don't know how big it was. It was enormous when I was a kid. It must have been like a 52 or a 56-inch rear projection TV.
Bro, those things were massive.
They were massive. So we hooked up the 64 to that. We did exactly what you're saying: Star Fox, Ocarina, Mario. And my granny's tactic was she bought me 2 separate player's guides. So I didn't do the fun thing, but I had to like study this guide and figure out, okay, so I got to go here and I got to go do this
too for some.
We stayed up late, and we also liked going over to Granny's house because I realized this podcast is going long, but we're going to talk about something here in just a minute. John, well, both of you really, but John in particular, I know you're going to love this. I watched something a couple of days ago, and I want to talk about it. But nevertheless, Granny had Comedy Central. And on Comedy Central, we got to watch Mystery Science Theater 3000. So we would stay up all day, play video games. And then when the nighttime came and it was time to go to bed, we would turn the TV way the hell down and watch Mystery Science Theater and maybe turn on some video games and try not to get caught because we were supposed to be sleeping.
Yes.
That's so funny.
Yeah. It was a peak time, you know. There was nothing else that mattered. I wasn't worried about anything.
Yeah.
All I had to worry about was playing games and having
not
a good
getting
time.
Caught because it was too late and you were supposed to be sleeping.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna do something like that with the boys this weekend. We're gonna stay up late doing something and playing video games, and just go to town. And then I'm gonna make that happen for them. Got to create those memories while they're young. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's right.
Uh, yeah. Wow. That was those are some good picks for games. If we're done with that conversation, I'm going to close this out, this podcast out with one more quick combo. John, I watched El Camino. Let me tell you something. El Camino was peak. It was
Let's go,
so
bro.
good. I had such a good time watching it. And you know what's funny? The reason I wanted to watch it was not just our conversation, but also that guy on YouTube that I like. The channel is Better Watch TV. He does those breakdowns. He was doing. He did that episode called Winner, where Mike has to. Spoiler alert: Mike has to kill Werner because he went off and tried to, meet up with his wife and go to the spa, and he snuck out, and like there was just no getting around it. After that episode came out, the next episode to drop was 182 things you didn't notice about El Camino. And I was like, shit, I can't just
Dang.
watch that. I've got to watch El Camino
Gotta
and then
watch
watch.
the movie.
And let me tell you, dude, it was okay. It was extraneous, but I was so glad to know what happens to Jesse.
Yes.
And I was really, really, spoiler alert again, I was really happy to see that he got away. He got through it all.
He made it.
He made it.
He made
And
it.
the demeanor of his character was very much tired. Like,
Yeah.
I have to do
man.
this thing now. He's
He's
been through
lived
the
a lot
ringer.
of life for his age. Because
Yeah.
he's not that old. He's
He's
not
really
even
not.
30. He's not even 30.
They kept him in that cage. And man, dude, I had it spoiled for me on accident because I was scrolling through YouTube shorts, but I still had a good time watching it live too in the movie.
Good.
When he confronts the guy, the welding dude, and they do the Wild West duel with his
Yes.
45, and he's got the little secret pistol in his. Oh my god,
Yes.
it was fucking awesome. It was so good. Yeah, El Camino is fire.
Great movie. They did a great job.
Yeah, and it was funny. I when watching the 182 things that you didn't notice about El Camino, there were a lot of things that, like, the level of Vince Gilliganisms that they threw in there is kind of unreal.
Yeah, he's
And then on
nuts.
top of that, they showed a lot of interview footage, and it was sort of the way they approached it wasn't like, oh, we need to add on to Breaking Bad. No, Breaking Bad and Saul stand on their own, and El Camino was sort of just like a gift to the fans. Like, and
Here
we
you
know
go.
you want to know what happens to Jesse,
Mm-hmm.
so here you go.
Here you go.
And you know who I was reminded of how much I love those characters. I freaking love Badger and Skinny Pete. They are like real
ones.
friends. Real
Yes.
friends.
Yes. Yes.
They freaking
bro.
they got him in, they gave him a shower, they gave him like 10 grand, and they were like, oh,
I
and
see.
Skinny Pete's freaking like idea he had. No, wait. You take this car and then you take this car, go here and do this. Like, he just came up with that off the
Yes,
dome.
bro.
Skinny Pete is
And,
the
like,
man.
Dude, what was so like cool about that interaction is it was like, because you meet them in the show and they're pretty immature, you know what I mean? Like, they're kind
Yeah,
of on
of
that
course.
same level, but like you see like them get real when they like see Jesse again, and they're
Yeah.
just like bro, you gotta get away. Like they're like, dude, like it's like that feeling of like, man, like we're gonna miss you, but like go, you know? It was
Mm.
great freaking characters, great movie.
Yeah. And the line that really got me that I thought was great was when he's just before he leaves in the Fiero, he's like, man, why are y'all doing all this? And Skinny Pete looks back and he just goes, man, you're like my hero and shit. And then he just leaves.
Yes.
Calls him his
Yes,
hero.
bro. Like, bro,
Mm.
I don't. The part at the very end when he's like, he makes it to his destination, and like he's
In
walking.
Alaska.
Yes, and he's walking into town, and it shows like Jane.
Oh yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Oh,
Yeah, that was like a knife to the heart for sure.
oh, that one hurt. That
Yeah.
one hurt.
My wife said that they could have really done something like the way that they used Kristen Ritter's character was spot on. Like that's the perfect way to handle her in the Breaking Bad universe. But also her character was so good that even if they had done something different and she had not overdosed, she could have gone on to do amazing stuff within that universe, I think.
She could have been really cool.
Yeah, it was a good point.
Could
for
have been
sure.
Kim Wexler level.
Oh, dude, she's my favorite character in Saul. Like the evolution and the dichotomy she has within her, the back and forth of being the straight-laced lawyer and helping people, but then also screwing people over by being a con artist.
Yep.
Yeah, she's fascinating.
Great character.
Although I also have a soft spot for Howard Hamlin. I love Howard. I think he's great.
I don't want to talk about Howard.
Yeah. Let's not end on a down note. Let's talk about how awesome nanas and grannies are. John, do you have a nana or granny story before we close it out?
Man, I have a good one, not video game related, but
That's okay.
Yeah, like man, my grandmother was like one of those ladies that like she refused to be bound by the limitations of her physical body. So like we lived on a mountainside and like she would just go climb the mountain just to get mangoes. Like everybody would tell her like, hey, don't do that, you know. You have arthritis in both knees, you have a colostomy bag, you shouldn't climb. She climbed.
That's inspirational right there. It doesn't matter if you have arthritis in both knees and a colostomy bag. You climb that mountain. You can just do stuff.
Mangoes.
That's hella awesome, dude. Oh man, we just crossed the 2-hour 5-minute mark, so I think right about now we're gonna kick off the closing music. Shout outs to nanas, grannies, grandmas, wherever they may be. Y'all are all awesome, and we love you very much. And you know what else we love? We love everybody in the audience. Hollow Attorney, Regal, anybody who's been lurking here. We've had six viewers this whole time. You guys have been hanging out, and I'm really glad to see you here. We want to give you a shout out, give you some hearts. Devyn's already got his up. I want you to call your mom, call your dad, call your nana, call your granny. Tell them that you love them because life is too damn short. I'm going to put my heart up for you guys as well. And we're going to go ahead and close the show out. I hope to see you guys next week, 9:30 Central Time, Twitch and YouTube. Peace.